Goals, objectives, strategies, and tactics. What's the difference? Well, let's talk about it. Also, I want to share with you the 2 things that will prevent you from reaching your goals. Now, there are 2 things that will definitely prevent you from meeting your goals. Welcome to the Marketing Strategies channel. My name is Rosh. I am a goal setter. I have been for many years, and I'm also a goal achiever. I've achieved a lot of almost what I would consider impossible goals at the time, but you're never going to reach those goals unless you set them. So I'm a firm believer, and I want to share with you some of the ideas behind setting goals, but also objectives, strategies, and tactics that you can use in your life, your marketing, and growing your business. Don't forget, at the end of this video, there are 2 more videos selected just for you. Honestly, I like to set goals just to point my life or my business in the right direction. And the fact is, all of my goals are not the same today as they were 20 years ago. It's okay to change goals. You may have annual goals. I like to set 3 every single year, but sometimes I switch them out because maybe my priorities change. My priorities are certainly not the same as they were 20 years ago, and sometimes within the same year I shift direction. But at least I have a direction, and that's the key behind goals. It's a destination. It's where you want to be. But here's a key. Make sure you have a goal after your goal, because you may have seen this a number of times, especially with athletes. You have a big goal. You spend a lot of time trying to achieve it, and once you achieve it, you're not sure what to do next. And that's why it's important to have a goal beyond your goal, so you know which direction to go after you've reached that big goal. You're not lost and you don't have to start over from scratch. Objectives are milestones along the way to your goals. In other words, you want little celebrations along the way, so you may have an objective 3 or 4 or 10 or 20 on the way to the goal. So the goal is not the only thing. It can be broken out. In other words, these are the things you need to do in order to make that goal happen. Strategies are the plans we use to meet our objectives. Now, I recommend that you don't just use one strategy. I recommend you use 2 or 3 because we don't want to put all of our eggs in one basket. I also recommend that you test your strategies on a small scale. Sample them, see if they work, and point you in the right direction and show that they will help you reach your objectives. Now, tactics are the individual actions we take to help support our strategies. For example, you may have an SEO strategy, and we may have to implement specific tactics to support that SEO plan to meet the next objective, which will ultimately lead us to our goal. So there are 4 areas to think about when goal setting, especially for marketing. Setting that goal and the objectives and celebrating those little wins along the way as you meet those objectives, and then the strategy, the plan to get you to those objectives and ultimately the goal, and then of course the tactics you're going to use to support your plan. Now, there are 2 things that will definitely prevent you from meeting your goals. And the first one is not starting. Not starting is probably the #1 goal killer out there. And the second one is quitting. Now, you can make adjustments to your goals. You don't have to quit, but you're never going to reach a goal if you quit. The winners, the people who always succeed, were the ones who didn't quit along the way. Hey, if you found this video valuable, give it a thumbs up and let people know it's a good video. And of course, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe, hit the bell icon so you're notified when I go live Mondays, noon Eastern Standard Time, right here on YouTube to answer your questions.